Hey guys, welcome back to another Unfiltered Gamer Kickstarter card game review. Today's game up on the tabletop is a game by Cards & Company called Gomorraland, and this is based off of the hit TV series. Gomorraland is for 2 to 6 players, about 45 minutes long for ages 14 and up. In Gomorraland, you're going to each be choosing a boss, and you're going to have a bunch of flunkies in front of you, drawing cards from the deck to obtain new flunkies, as well as some other special action cards from the Misdeeds deck over here, as well as drawing cards from the black market to equip your boss, as well as all of your hitmen too. And as you go back and forth on turns, you're going to be attacking your opponent's boss and your opponent's hitmen, and the objective is to kill your opponent's boss. Now you can't do that unless you've killed all of the hitmen in front of, or the flunkies in front of the boss, and once you can do that, you can start wailing at the boss. And if your boss dies, you're out of the game. The last person with a boss wins. Alright, let me go ahead and show you the game. Alright guys, so this is the setup for Gomorraland. It comes with a nice magnetized box that when you open it up, it kind of looks like a movie, just like that. Really nice magnetized little box here. It also comes with a Misdeeds deck, black market deck, your hit tokens, rulebook, 8-sided die, and boss cards. Each player is going to get randomly selected bosses, or you can decide to select them yourselves. It's up to you guys how you want to play. There we go. As well as 2 flunkies each. These guys here, or I guess you can call them criminals, robbers, whatever you'd like. Hitmen. Gunmen, right here. There we go. Perfect. Now this is set up. Each player has 2 in front of their boss, and when the boss has their gunmen in front of them, they can't be attacked. And every single player is going to have, if you look, health points, violence points, and robbery points. At the beginning of the game, everybody has 2 Misdeed cards that they start with. And at the beginning of a turn, every single player is going to draw, the first player is going to draw 2 Misdeed cards. Afterwards, you can play up to any 2 cards you want on your turn. They could be characters, they could be actions, just depends. And you can have up to 3 characters or hitmen on your side of the field. You play that one, and then here's an action card. This one says pick up 2 Misdeeds, then put one back, then pick up 1 black market card and assign it. Ooh, wow, that's great. So that'd be a second card. He'd draw 2 more Misdeeds, a black market card, and then he'd assign it to somebody. There we go. We'll just assign it to this guy. Then, after that, the player who's going first, which is this guy, is going to do a roll attempt for a robbery for each of these guys. Now, if they have these little guns here, that means they can't do a robbery roll, so only this guy's going to do it. And he'll roll. If he gets a 7 or an 8, he's going to get a robbery, and that means that he is able to pick up an extra black market card and assign it to himself, just like that. Then the next phase begins, and they get to decide for each character what they want to do. They can choose to do a robbery, or they can choose to fight. Now, in the first round, it's a peace round, and nobody can attack. So what they're going to do instead is just try and do a robbery. And they're going to need to roll that number or lower to achieve that. 5, he didn't get it. 6, he didn't get it, and let's do 5. Nope, still not. The boss can also do that, and after every single time the hitman or boss uses an action, they tap, okay? Also, when rolling a 1, it also happens as well, at the beginning when you're doing the first robbery. After that, the play will pass to this player and repeating turns. So we talked about the initial phase, which is pretty simple. You draw your 2 Misdeed cards for your turn and attempt a robbery roll for each and every single one of your guys that allows you to. Then you have the criminal phase, which is you get to choose the crime declaration or attack declaration. And depending on what numbers you have on your character is what numbers you're needed to roll or roll less than. And finally, I forgot to mention the showdown phase, which is very simple. You simply untap all of your characters that you can and begin the next player's turn. And it's a rinse and repeat kind of thing. Now, black market cards, when I say assign them, you can assign them to any character, and you can have up to 3, and you can have 2 different types of weapons as long as they're different types. There's cold weapons, and I believe there's generic weapons, as well as, I think, ranged weapons here. You can also get defense weapons as well, which are really handy. And once you've equipped them to your character, they are static effects that last the entire time until they are killed. Each character has a health value at the top, and as you take damage simply by attacking each other, you're going to be rolling a die, and your roll maybe is a 1 through 8, and if you go to 4, you round it down to half, so that's 2, and then you add up your violence, which is, this guy has 3, making it a 5. The other player will do the same, and it's based on the one you're attacking, so if he rolled a 2, and he had a 4, then he would get 1 for his 2, 8.5, and his 4 is 5, and they would tie. Defender always wins. However, if this guy were to have 1, he would have taken 1 damage, and that's simple. You just go ahead and place one of these guys on him. Now, when this guy goes ahead and, if he dies after he's taken 2 wounds, because that's how many, or 3 wounds, I guess how many markers he has, he goes to the discard pile. Now, that's okay, because on your turn, you can simply play a new hitman or gunman in front of your boss. But if at any point your boss is all by himself and there's no gunman in front of him, he's going to go ahead and start taking damage because you can attack the boss directly. Now, also, misdeed cards. Misdeed cards are generally going to be actions, but they can also be other gunmen. And all these gunmen do a bunch of different things, but there's also a lot of special abilities that are cool, like choose a gunman for shooting him out, eliminate him. There's also, let's see, another one. Attack the rivals. Each opponent discards one card at random from his hand. Those who have no cards put a hit token on one gunman of their choice under their control. So that can be dangerous. A huge mess for a dumb. Ooh, that's a bad word. I gotta bleep that out. Play this card at the beginning of an opponent's criminal phase. Choose two gunmen. They immediately fight each other. Use as attacker the gunman who is his turn. So a bunch of really cool stuff. You can also steal an opponent's gunmen. You can just instantly kill them. There's a bunch of crazy misdeed cards you can get. And you go back and forth. And you can play with multiple players. It can go to 2. It can go to, I think, up to 6 players. And you go back and forth, doing damage, placing new guys, and so on and so forth. And that's basically the idea of how you play Gomorraland. Alright, let me go ahead and tell you about the game. Alright, so Gomorraland. This is a basic mobster, gangster style game, and it comes from that TV show Gomorraland. If you've ever seen it or not, I don't know. But basically you got families and they're fighting against each other. There's tons of bosses you can choose throughout the game, and they have a big variety of bosses. I mean a lot of variety. And all of these bosses have pretty cool abilities too. They all affect the clan or the family. The robbery rolls of his clan succeed even with a result of higher than 6, so that's good. Each member of Don Alfredo's clan with at least one generic item assigned adds +1 to his violence roll in defense and crime. So on and so forth. Bunch of guys. Also, the black market cards. There's tons of black market cards. They give you a bunch of defense. Some of them are really not super good. In fact, there's some cards that are really bad. Like there's Mother's Dinner card where you literally get nothing. Or you can get a bazooka. So I suppose this is like a take-that style game. And because of that, you might get lucky and you might not when you're drawing cards out of this black market deck. Getting tuna salad and then your opponent gets a bazooka or a machine gun is going to be very disheartening for you. So that's probably a little bit of a negative, especially when it's all about luck involving this as well as the die. However, the game's theme does shine through. The game has tons of theme. You feel like you got mobster boss family, and you've got all your gunmen there in front of you protecting your boss, and they're trying to do their best to get all the guns they can, get all the weapons they can, doing their misdeeds. Trust me, you should drink this first, and let me know if I can trust you. Drink this drink, and that's an action card, and one of the characters has to actually go onto your side of the field or whatever. A really, really cool interactive theming of the game. Going back and forth doing this take that actions. If you're okay with games that involve take that, you're going to like this game. You're going to like games that are a little more a little more aggressive. This is going to be your style of the game. So definitely check this game out if you like that. The art as well is very, very grimy and gritty. It reminds me of like, I don't know, true crime or like some kind of gangster movie. Smoking cigars, drinking cigarettes, drinking liquor, sweet scotch. One of those kind of games. Really fun, sit around the table, quick games for the fun for the whole family, maybe a little bit older family with a little bit of the profanity, but otherwise very simple to learn, very easy to understand game. I would definitely recommend Gomorraland if you like games that are of take that nature and back and forth combat that is done quickly as a filler. Alright guys, thanks for watching another Unfiltered Gamer Kickstarter card game review. If you like the idea of Gomorraland, if you like the show, if you like gangster stuff, go ahead and check out the description below, and that's where you'll find this great game. Also, if you like our content, go and check out our videos here on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and comment. We got new videos all the time. Also, we have a website, unfilteredgamer.com. You'll find tons of giveaways, Kickstarter lists, and blog posts, tons of good stuff. As well as checking out our affiliates, everythingboardgames.com, The Giveaway Geek, and Devitos Gaming. Alright guys, thanks for checking out this video, and once again I look forward to seeing you next time.